Hello, everyone. We are now in the fifth Sunday in the ordinary time, and we are also inside the love month of February. And as your Mass presider, I am warmly welcoming you all in this Holy Mass celebration. Sa mga nandito ngayon sa loob ng compound ng Christ the King, as sa lahat ng mga nakatutok po ngayon sa online live streaming, ano man ang katayuan po natin ngayon, mga pinagdadaanan, mga iniisip at naramdaman, please be assured of God's healing presence in your life because God is with us. Just as Jesus in the gospel, He cured all who brought to Him. Allow me to start my reflection by telling you a personal observation. Kasi remember ECQ ng first quarantine, that was March 17. Umabot pala yun ng 2 months and 14 days. And during this day, sarado yung mga malls. Pero around September, pumunta ako sa isang mall and notice, doon sa mall na iyon, they tried to open, konti lang yung nagsara. Until mag-November, December, sabi ko, lumalaban. Pero yesterday, pagpunta ko sa that same mall, almost kalahati na ang sarado, or mga most likely kalahati or 1/4. You can know that because may mga tarpaulin na yung dating stores, and most of them mga boutique, yung mga class resto. Ngayon, I felt sad. Naisip ko siguro nagkaroon silang inventory ng December to January and they found out di na talaga kaya. I felt sad and sorrowful kasi naisip ko kaagad habang naglalakad ako doon sa mall, people will be affected. Ang negosyo kasi ay parang domino. Nang bata kasi ako, yung lola ko, may domino, gawa pa sa marble. Pinaglaruan ko yun, pinapatayo ko. Tapos, ang ginagawa ko, pag pinipitik ko yung dulo, the rest hanggang sa pinakadulo, tutumba sila lahat. Naisip ko, paano kayo may-ari nito? Paano kayo yung mga pamilya niya? At yung empleyado din, paano kaya sila? So you see the domino effect. Tapos yung domino effect po ng negosyo o panagkakasikit ang isang tao, o mayroong problema sa relasyon, ang domino effect niya, hindi lang panlabas, pati pang loob. Una, it will affect your physical, Pangalawa, it will affect what you are thinking. And what you are thinking, kung walang intervention, might affect what you are feeling. At kung wala pang intervention, it will get down to your spirit. It can make us despairing. Kaya hindi po natin talaga may kakaila pag maratayang problema. It can really put us down. It can frustrate us. It can discourage us. It can distress us a lot. And it can even put us to question life and God. It will question our faith. And at worst, it can pin us down to the point of surrendering, like Prophet Job in the first reading. Ang dami, katulad kasi ni Prophet Job, ang dami niya ring dagok na pinagdaanan sa buhay, magkasunod-sunod pa. If you remember sa story of Job, first he lost his wealth, yung mga alaga niya na mga baka, pati mga tanim. He lost his children. He lost even his wealth, his health. Pero alam nyo, what is remarkable kay Prophet Job, inilalaban niya kanyang panampalataya sa Diyos. And he tried not to blame God, not even curse God. Pero hindi niya pa rin matiis na hindi magtanong at maglabas ng hinaing. Kaya kung maalala niyo sa first reading, sabi ni Job, ang buhay ng tao'y sagana sa hirap, bat ng tiisin at lungkot. At sabi ni Job, Yung pagtulog niya daw, di siya makatulog kasi marami siyang iniisip, parang walang katapusan ang pagdating ng problema. Puro gabi, wala na daw araw, puro lagim, wala nang kasayahan. Brothers and sisters, we can connect with Job and probably ask the same question, when this will end, when this darkness will end, and light will come out. Pero sa buhay dapat matuto tayo sa sikreto. Hindi lang puro replay. Dapat marunong tayo mag-fast forward. Kasi alam natin sa buhay ni Job, hindi lang puro lagim nangyari sa buhay niya. Kasi after na pagtitiis niya and his suffering, there's a good news. Alam natin na natapos din ang kanyang mga trials na pinagdaanan. Dininig ng Panginoon ang kanyang mga dasal at hindi siya pinabayaan. Kasi the Lord brought back his wealth. Kaya please read this story. The Lord brought back his health and his family was restored. So again, sana hindi lang tayo puro replay. May purpose din talagang pag-fast forward. Kaya in these days, do not only remember your grief, remember also the times the Lord and moments the Lord saved you. But ang tanong ngayon, Father, what will keep us going on? What will keep us going on? What will keep us going on in these difficult times? Well, there are three elements. Una, like Job, please have a deep faith in God. One time, nagpapakomunyon ako dito sa simbahan. Then from afar, nakita ko yung t-shirt ng isang magkukomunyon. Ang nabasa ko, sabi doon, my faith keeps me going. Sabi ko, oo nga ano, totoo talaga, our faith will keep us going. Why? Because faith will give us light, and faith in God will give us energy. You will be empowered. You will be inspired. Faith will help us see that this is not the only world and life that we have. It is not the end of the road. It is not yet finished. That aside from the material and the present world, there is still other worlds to be explored, invisible world. What are these invisible world? The world of God, the world of hope, the world of brighter tomorrow, and the possibility of a better version of yourself after this trial. So there are many things to look forward to. Pangalawa, the next essential element to keep us going po during this difficult time is na klarado yung purpose natin. Klarado yung purpose. Nang around April, may nabasa akong testimony ng isang nagka-COVID. He was so young, I think around 29 years old. Then newly married lang siya. Then nagka-COVID siya. Then nagka-pneumonia. During daw na hindi siya makahinga, yung asawa niya keep on calling her and texting her. The same thing. May purpose pa ang buhay mo. Laban ka lang. May purpose pa ang buhay mo. You know, sabi ng lalaking ito, that helped him a lot. That pushed him. So mahalaga pala talaga ang may purpose pa sa buhay. Pero ang tanong, ano itong purpose? What is purpose, Father? Well, ang purpose, according po kay Viktor Frankl, is this, that you still have a reason to live for. So look for that reason to live for. Look for that reason, like diamond, search for it. Sana po klaro pa sa atin our reasons why we have to continue this life. Kaya tama talaga, like Jesus, He went to a deserted place. Sana we also ask for a while ourselves, what am I here for? Si Viktor Frankl, doon sa libro niyang Man's Search for Meaning, kasi nakulong siya sa Auschwitz, Germany, and there's a big possibility that he will die in the hands of the Nazis. Ang kanya naging purpose para magkaroon pang vision sa hinaharap. Sana ang iniisip niya daw, pag makalabas doon sa Auschwitz, sana makita pa yung kanyang asawa at kanyang anak. Yun ang kanyang naging driving force. So kindly look for that driving force to push you Kasi may purpose pa naman talaga. Pangatlo, I think, the third element that will keep us going is prayer. Like Jesus, He was so busy, but He found time to set aside for prayer. Magdarasal po tayo, not so much to talk to God, but prayer is more on listening to God, allowing Him to guide us, to shepherd us, to nourish us, to feed us, and to dwell in us. So when we pray, it's not so much we dwell to the Lord, but we allow Him to dwell to us. Kasi pag meron po tayong faith, meron pa tayong purpose at prayer, meron tayong determination. And that's what we need for determination. Kasi ito determination is what David had. Remember the story of David when he faced Goliath? So I will tell you how a person, anong pinakaiba kung ang tayo may determinasyon. You may read this story later on, Samuel, first book, chapter 17. That time kasi yung Israel at Philistine may laban. Noong kasing panahon, ang gera, hindi yung salakay-salakay, kundi harapan. Ang tawag doon ay pitch tent. Pitch tent. Yung sa kabilang kampo, magtatayo ng tent. Sa kabila naman magtatayo. At mag-uusap sila kung anong oras sila maghaharapan. Pero commonly sa mga gera that time, bago magsalpukan, meron munang duel, magjo-duel. Maghaharap kung sino pinakamagaling sa isang kampo, pinakamagaling dito, harapan muna. Tapos sa Philistines, may magaling si Goliath. According doon sa Old Testament, he was 6 cubits. Malakas. Kaya, bago magsimula ang gera, si Goliath naghahanap ng kalaban. Nagsisigaw siya. Sabi niya, hinahamon ko sa kabilang kampo. Kung mayroong gustong lumaban sa akin, humarap na. At kung matalo ako, panalo na kayo. Pero kung matalo ko yung tao na yon, sabi niya, lahat kayo slave namin. And no one would like to come out from the Israelites' part. So all of them became disheartened. Tapos, nagsimula na sila mag-battle formation. Tapos si Goliath, sumigaw ulit. May matapang ba sa inyo dyan? Tapos, pagsigaw pa lang ni Goliath, yung mga army ng Israelites sa first battle line, nagsitakbuhan na. So, paano pa sila mananalo niyan? But David heard the challenge of Goliath. And David, ang purpose lang sana ni David that time, magdala ng pagkain sa kanyang mga kapatid, pinadala ng kanyang tatay. And David heard na ininsulto ni Goliath ang Israel at ang Diyos nila. So he volunteered. Sabi ni King Saul, you're only a youth. Samantala yung kalaban mo, bata pa lang, he was trained as a warrior. Pero sabi ni David, the same Lord who delivered me from the paws of lions and bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine. Tapos, dinamitan na siya ni King Saul ng mga iron armor. Tinanggal niya iyon. Tapos nang nagkakarap niya na yung si Goliath, sabi niya, I come against you in the name of the Lord. And we know in the story, David won. Friends, it's good to ask ourselves, what are your Goliaths at present? And what do you notice? How do you notice yourselves these days as your Goliath is shouting at you? Are we like the Israelites, frozen, terrified, and running? Do you show up? Or like the Israelites, naduduwag? Friends, the invitation to us is to have this what you call determination. Determination like David. And how can we have that? To have faith, purpose, and prayer. Because if we have all this, like Job, we can remain and loyal to the Lord. To close his homily, what made David again so brave to face his Goliath? Because he has these three things. He has deep faith in God, he has a clear purpose, and he prayed a lot. God bless everyone.